So I know that a lot of folks will, hit a web page, especially one that has forms and just start poking around. But we know that, of course, with the OSCP, we need to kind of develop that different mindset to where we can understand kind of what monster or what beast is actually behind it. And so here today in day six, we're going to quickly, I mean, very quickly, look at a tool, Wappalyzer, that I think within our construct, our path, our methodology, should probably come right after we've done our scans, typically Nmap, and we found an open port, 80443, maybe 8080, something that's running a web app, a web service. And we kind of want to, validate some of those services running and maybe see what that tech stack is, do a little bit of digital fingerprinting. And so that's what we're going to do. You can see here, we've just got a simple website. We got a few tabs here, random open. And, if we just come to the plugin here, this is the wealth of knowledge that we'll get from the Wappalyzer app. See different things, highlighted the different headers, get a lot of JavaScript libraries and the framework along with the versions, jQuery, and we keep coming down. Even the platform as a service that they are utilizing, we'll see the CDN here, different things there with AWS. So again, we can start to think not always the exploits and kind of what vulnerabilities, but not wanting to truly start too early. We want to gather and continue to get those details, look at another website here. And, we only got two here, Amazon CloudFront, AWS. Let's take a look at a blog-like looking website. Trader Joe's coming to Fredericksburg, perhaps, shout out. Oh, we got WordPress, and we know there's a lot of those exploits out there, just to say Nessus or Metasploit or some of those tools that we're still going to get into in the next weeks and days. But I know there's a lot of exploits that we can leverage and use with that. So I'll get a little bit excited from seeing that MySQL database somewhere on the back end, jQuery UI. Start again taking note of these versions. Okay, 3.7, pretty updated. I know I saw some old 1.8 I saw on a vulnerable site looking there early. And then let's take a look at Google. Let's see, we'll click here. But again, fingerprinting, it's turning that mystery box into kind of like a labeled target. So we can stop guessing and, we kind of need to always have a purpose. HTTP 3, leveraging, I think, the quick protocol. Google was, of course, pioneers of that. So they're not giving away a lot of different things. But like we said, no magic bullet here, but again, trying to learn, I don't like saying all, but many of the tools that will be at our disposal and seeing along that path of enumeration, kind of where they're fit. Kind of told you earlier, I think this should come right after our scanning. And probably the next thing once we, not physically, well, I still write down a lot of things, but once we get our notes and our discovery of what we found during this, for those web services, we'll probably want to then start using GoBuster, Durbuster, something like that to see what directories there are, what the response code is, etc., and things like that, and start going down that path digging. And that may be what's coming next in day 7. Not sure, of course, as you all know, going through the studies here methodically. But just wanted to, again, quickly not take up too much time, but show off a little tool that you may or may not have heard of, and always try to develop our mindset to see where we can fit it in and start to develop and shape and craft. For me, it'll be a V1.0 or 0.1 of kind of my approach to these different paths of discovery, which of course will be honed over time. But I want to thank each and every one of you again out there. Hope you got some value from it. Would love to hear you down in the comments. But this is what we got here in day 6. Day 7 coming tomorrow, so stay tuned. But until next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and peace.